Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see here. Should work.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. Sorry, I tried to do it on my laptop, but it was not working. So if at some point I have to get up and get my charger, please excuse me for that. If anything
No,
else,
that's
stay
cool.
set.
I wasn't sure if it was going to
Let's see.
if it would work via laptop. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it didn't. It's okay though. Let me see if I could set this up a little bit better. Hold on. See if this works. Is this okay? Or am I
Yeah,
sideways for you? Oh, okay.
yeah, you're sideways for me, but I don't know if
Okay.
it's whatever's easier for you. It doesn't really
No,
doesn't really.
that works. Perfect. Okay. Hi.
How's it going?
Going good.
Good, good. What's how was your day?
Pretty good. I had just one client today at the tattoo shop. The other one no called, no showed. So I just drew a bunch of weird little freaky guys to put on a flash sheet.
So, do you work at an actual shop?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
a
cool.
tattoo artist. Yeah.
That's awesome. So that's like your main job?
Yes, that is my main source of income. It's
Wow, that's
I'm
cool.
only an apprentice right now, so
Yeah.
all of my tattoos are free minus the $20 deposit that I charge.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of just rely on tips right now since I'm still in like the learning period. I've only been tattooing for like 7 or so months, but I do really quality work, so people are usually very generous.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
cool. So you've been tattooing for 7 months only?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But
And
it's going well.
no, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have a few friends that are tattoo artists, and it's a cool job. It's definitely a cool job for sure.
Yeah, it's right up my alley. It's kind of interesting because you end up working 24/7. Like
Right.
I went to go see Acid Bath the other day with my boyfriend and some friends, and I had my booklet with me. I always keep my calendar on me, and I ended up pulling it out and like making an appointment, like in the middle. And I'm like hammered, and I'm like pulling out this booklet. I'm like 2 tequila sodas in. I'm like, it's so loud. I'm like, when did you want to come? Like, oh my god.
Hey, you got to businesses everywhere. You got to make it
Yeah,
happen. That's
exactly.
pretty funny. That's awesome. Yeah. What time is it here? Let me see.
You can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I figured we were gonna wait a couple minutes and maybe have some people
That's
roll
okay.
in. But um, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? When's your guys' next show?
Um, I think in the beginning of September, probably. Sorry,
Oh,
my
okay,
cat's
so you have
joining us. But I think, or maybe the very end of August. I know Margot's going away for like 2 weeks, and we're
okay.
gonna go into the studio pretty soon. So yeah, that we don't have a lot of gigs, but like come the fall, we're gonna be doing weekenders, and there's talks of tour, so that'll be
That's
really
cool.
cool.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
it'll be
guys?
awesome.
Do you know where you want to tour?
I don't know yet. It would be our first one, so we're probably not gonna be too ambitious about it. But
Right.
I think we're gonna see where our financial situation and our connections kind of land us around the time that we're looking to tour, or in the next like month or two to like book for that. So I
Yeah.
think we'll see. It's kind of there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts into an open land right now. So I think that one could be very up for debate, who we end up or where we end up touring even.
Right. Yeah. 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 No, that's cool though. That's exciting. Hopefully that pulls through. That'd be cool
Yeah, I
to
hope
see.
so.
But anyways, we might as well start now, and then people will probably kind of come in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um. So yeah, I kind of wanted you to introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay, so hello everybody. I'm Sophia, vocalist of MySpace Revival. Not even really, just awesome deathcore band, Torn Open. I feel like MySpace Revival is a stretch. Definitely Revival, but MySpace Revival was a little bit of a stretch. And former drummer of Diablo Metal as of recently, which was formerly Final Girls. Um, I'm also a tattoo artist, and I'm finishing up college. I'm 20, and that's really all there. And I have a cat that I love so much, and he's right here. That's what there is to know about me.
What's his name?
Ozzy, Prince of Darkness, matching my shirt. I didn't even
Yeah,
realize that. He's
perfect.
very, he likes to talk. So if you see a cat like walk up and then kind of go "Meow," and then like walk away, he will probably do that.
I got a few of those too. She's sitting on the floor right here.
Aw. Oh my God! Hi, Kitty. Hello.
Come say hi. Ready? Say hi.
Oh my goodness! Hello, little angel. You are so cute.
Yeah.
I have a
She
dog
hates.
too, but he's
Oh
asleep
yeah.
downstairs. Yeah, he's asleep downstairs. I tried to invite him up, but I don't know. Ozzy wanted to come up. He's big into whenever I'm on interviews. He was there for First Brutality podcast. He was glued to me yesterday. I did an interview, and like today, I don't know. He's shown his support.
He just wants some of the limelight, you know.
hmm
That's funny. What interview did you do yesterday?
Oh, it was like a really cool vocalist. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like four vocalists. I forget the name of the page off the top of my head, but it was so fun, super nice. It's being posted on YouTube in about a month, but it was like yeah, like the vocal pod. It was really cool. And I had
That's
so
really
much
cool.
fun. Yeah, I had so much fun with it.
That's awesome. When you find out who it is, let me know because that'd be cool to watch.
Yes, I remember like his name, but I don't remember. Oh my God. It's okay. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I just forget the name of like the page itself
Right.
off the
Yeah.
top of my head.
That's all good. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyways, um, so I wanted to know how you guys came up with the name Torn Open.
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a really big fan of the band Vomit Forth,
Okay.
and they have a song on, I think it was either their first or second album called Torn Open, and I was like in the middle of like working out, and we had like a few toss around names, like the group was together. But we had a few like toss around names, and then I don't know, and then I was like, wait, guys, what if we named it Torn Open? Like I was actively listening to it and I was like, this is like so oh like wait, the guys, I think this is gonna work. And then they were like, yeah, I think so too. So the name was born and it wasn't even a debate. We were like, yep, that sticks, that's catchy, and it's Vomit Forth, so why not?
That's cool. That's
hmm
awesome. I wasn't sure because I don't know if they asked it when you did the Brutality podcast, and I was kind of curious where you guys came up with the name.
I don't think we did. I don't remember. That was a few months ago, or I don't
Yeah.
know that we talked about so much stuff on that podcast. I don't even remember half
Oh.
the stuff. Yeah, it was just on and on and on.
Yeah, their interviews are good though. I really enjoy them.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
So how did you guys form? Like, what was the initial? Like, who was the initial push? Like, was it you that kind of was like, let's start a band, or like how'd that?
Yeah, it was me. I don't know. I had gone to I don't know. I had like been debating like being a vocalist for a little bit. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's actually, I'm so sorry you're homeless. That's so funny. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's funny that I look like her, though. I'm really sorry. My condolences. I hope you at least enjoy the interview, and I'm glad that I'm not your ex. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so I don't know. I was like just throwing around the idea. I really like the idea of being a vocalist. Like I felt like it could be something like, very cathartic, like a release
Right.
for me that drums like wasn't doing. And but then I toyed with it. I tried fry screaming, and at first I was like, I can't get it. I can't be consistent. And I was like, whatever, I don't have time for this right now. I gave up. And then come around like fall, winter of 2023, the idea was sitting in my head again. And I was like, I really like this. And the final push was like seeing two of like my friends go on stage. It was like back in December of 2023, I believe. But yeah, seeing two of my friends go on stage and like I don't know, just like scream. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to be up there like with them. Like this is so fun. Like that's so cool. And so yeah, the within the I don't want to say the next day, but I definitely would say within the week I was like, fuck it. I'm still very much so a beginner, but I'm putting a band together, so I have to get really fucking good really fast. Really fast. So I did. And Torn Open was born like I want to say probably like the very last 2 to 3 days of December.
That's wild.
Yeah,
So
of that
you
year, 2023.
so you really like push yourself to kind of like did you have a goal where you're like, oh, I want to be like at this level at this time, or you kind of just like gave it your all?
I kind of just locked in because I realized at a point that vocal fry came super naturally to me. Like I didn't have like, there was a point that I really did realize like I don't know, like it was just like I could just do it. And I had consulted with my friend who's like an amazing vocalist, Kaz from Abusement Park, and yeah, like I don't know. He was like, "Yeah, you're doing it right. Like that sounds right. Like, does it hurt?" And I was like, "No, like not at all." And he was like, "Yeah, you're doing like keep rolling with it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm doing this right, and it works." So I just practiced a fuck ton for like months. Like like the I don't know, like all the time. We practiced all the time as a band, and like I do a lot of driving. Like I drive anywhere from 400 to 500 miles a week. It's insane. So I would spend like all that time in the car. I just practicing and practicing and practicing and, eventually I was like, okay, I think I could go on stage now. And I'm probably going to sound bad, but let's do it. Like, fuck it. I need to do
Right.
it eventually.
That's cool. So you practice in your car. Did people ever look over and be like, "What's going on with that girl?"
Yes, pretty frequently. It was kind of funny, but it's okay. I thought it was funny. I'd usually just like smile and wave and be like, hi, and then continue what I was doing.
That's awesome. Did you
Yeah.
did you stop at red lights though and stop signs, or did you continue just to scream and like people looking around like, "Where's that coming from?"
Nah, I kept going. I mean, I stopped. I stopped and, I didn't run
There.
a red. but, but the screaming continued. And, like, especially in the summer when I'd have my windows down and I was, like, convinced nobody could hear me, like,
Oh
they'd
shit.
kind
Okay.
of, like, look over and they'd be like, and I was like,
They're like,
okay.
"Oh, that girl," and they're like, "Hey, she's doing it right."
Yeah, I wish. Whoa,
That's
that's some crazy technique, man. I wish. That would have been
yeah.
so funny.
Can you teach me that technique? That's cool though. That's really cool. So you kind of so what did you listen to while you were practicing your screaming?
Um, if I really need to like lock in and like, get my fries straight and like, I don't know, just feel like I can bring my vocals to like a very comfortable, strong place, Lamb of God for sure.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
totally a lot of Lamb of God. My
That's
cat's
awesome.
messing with something.
Was there
Yeah.
a specific song, or was it just like you just pop a CD in and just let it rip?
Let me think. I don't know. Usually just Ashes of the Wake in general is pretty
Yeah,
much like, my like maybe One Gun. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, like, the just like the entirety of Ashes of the Wake or sometimes Sacrament. Like that's usually I know it word for word and like
that's cool.
I know like the cadences of the songs and stuff, so like it's easy to apply and like kind of
Right.
warm myself up that way.
That's cool. So you didn't even really practice necessarily on like a deathcore album. You kind of did like,
I got there eventually, for
yeah,
sure. But yeah, my initial practice was with Lamb of God. And to answer your question about playing drums in another band, which one do I like the most? That's a very difficult question. I actually no longer play drums in that band. I think they're two playing fields for me because I don't even know if I could compare them because drumming feels like this like really I don't know like this skill that I've worked towards for years and it's really fun in that way. I don't know. I like groove, so it kind of feels really nice to be able to like produce it, but also at the same time being a vocalist and like being able to control the crowd and like vocalize stuff. I think it's like equally. I'd say it's definitely a little bit more fulfilling for me to be able to like speak,
mhm,
but I don't even know that I could compare the two because also I haven't been doing vocals nearly as long as I've been drumming. So yeah, I feel like it would be kind of unfair to compare it.
that's fair. What's the
Yeah.
how long have you been drumming for?
13 years.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You were doing it as like a little child, basically.
Yes, yes. I am in a family of musicians,
Oh,
so like my father was the kind of person like I played lacrosse in high school and he was like, why is she doing lacrosse, why isn't she in marching band? Like it's normally the opposite, but like it
right.
was a genuine debate like sports gotta go, hop into marching band, kid.
Or
Like
it's got to go.
yeah,
No,
and
that's
I
cool
just
though,
I found it funny. Yeah.
because usually you're right. Usually it's the opposite.
Yeah,
You're
for
like,
sure.
I want my kid in sports, but that's cool. So like your parents both are musicians.
Yes. So, my mom was a vocalist for a really long time, and she did like a lot of I don't know. She was like a very like theatrical vocalist, but also she sang and gigged a lot. That's how she met my dad actually, which was really cool. She no longer sings like professionally anymore, but she did for a very long time.
Wow.
And my dad's been a guitarist ever since he was like 12, and he still plays professionally. He writes
Wow.
for Guitar Player. He played for Mamma Mia for a little while. He was in like Broadway Pit before Mamma Mia closed. But
That's
yeah, and he
cool.
also teaches and he has like, bands that he works with. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, I'm very lucky that I grew up like I never, they never gave me any like real resistance on my
Right.
music. They were yeah, they were never like be a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of parents are like that. No, that's cool. That's like it's lucky because I feel like a lot of people like even like people that I know and like I've talked to because I've talked to like tons of bands obviously and a lot of them are like yeah like my parents weren't supportive or I had to really go against the grain and kind of be like this is what I want to do and like parents are pissed and stuff and it's like it's nice to see that there's like the other side, you know what I mean, where it's like we're gonna
Yeah.
get it, we want you to do whatever you want to do that makes you happy and if that's doing music too then like that's cool. So um that's cool. It's nice to hear a little change of pace.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
um
I'm super grateful for it. I think they noticed like really early on like I had like a very good understanding of the way like music worked and like how songwriting worked and things like that, and they were like, we're not going to get in the way of you. Like they kind of saw that like I had a lot of potential very early, so they were like, you know what, like go, like
right.
yeah. So
So, how do they feel about you being in like a deathcore band?
they're pretty happy about it right now because of the way that Torn Opens behind the scenes are working.
Okay,
It's you can drop out of college if you need to level. But yeah,
nice.
they're really happy. I think they're glad to see that like, I don't know. I'm a very outgoing person, so I think they're really glad to see the fact that like I'm able to do that on stage, like besides drumming. And they think it's really cool. My mom doesn't really like screaming all that much.
Mm,
But she'll listen to my music and she thinks it's really interesting. And my dad likes it too. He thinks it's cool. He's not like a huge metalhead, but he really likes prog. So in some respects,
okay,
like that kind of translates.
yeah,
So yeah, they think it's cool and they're just happy for me that like it's going well and like I find it, fulfilling, and I can balance it with school and work. That's I think the most important part.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's
Mhm.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
'Cause I know. Like I remember when I was getting into like deathcore, like the first rollout of it in like the early 2000s. Um, my parents were like, "What the hell are you listening to?" kind of thing. Like, I'm putting on like Suffocate and like Chelsea Grin and stuff, and they're just like, "What are you listening to?" And I'm like, you know. So they were kind of a little more closed minded about it, but eventually they're just like, okay, that's what he listens to. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's funny because the parents, they grew up in a different time where I don't think screaming was really a thing. So it's like
Yeah.
for them
No,
to hear,
I agree.
kind of, what the hell's this? But this guy has another question. And I wanted you to answer because it's not a bad question. How do you control the crowd while screaming? How does it feel?
How do I control the crowd? I think the best way to control a crowd like while screaming is however much energy you put in is what you're gonna get back. So like while I'm like physically screaming, I'm moving, I'm like windmilling, I'm stomping around, I'm making like creepy eye contact with people, I'm presenting myself as very intense so that the reaction is intense. But, like in between when I'm not screaming, I'm riling people up, move up, like split this shit in half, like tear this shit
Right,
apart, you know. But that's usually how I do it. I mean, I don't even think there's really like a science to it in a way. I think it's very heavily dependent on body language, and also it's very heavily dependent on as long as like your bandmates that like guitarists and bassists they're moving with you, to some
right,
degree. Probably not the same degree, not it doesn't even have to be like fucking synchronized crabcore, just like
yeah,
like they're like we're moving our bodies and that signals to them, okay, you guys have to move too.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wanted you to answer because it was kind of a cool question.
Yeah, no, that is
Uh,
a cool question.
yeah, I feel like it takes a special type of person to like be a front person for a band. and then just on top of it, like to be able to be comfortable enough to move a crowd around and get them. You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously tons of vocalists in the world, but like, I've seen my fair share of bands where they're boring,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, what did I pay for? Like, how are you just standing there playing your instruments and being boring? And then I've seen bands that are just like blew my mind,
Hmm.
and I feel like, yeah, like I don't know, just to work a crowd, it's just like, I think there's like a special art to it.
For
Like,
sure.
you can have a call out, you can do this and that, but I feel like when you actually get the crowd going and you guys are like feeding off each other's energy, I
Hmm.
think that's something special, and I feel like a lot of people don't get to do that.
I agree. And I think also something really cool that I at least see as a positive thing. I think the juxtaposition between like the idea of like deathcore and deathcore vocalists and then me like going up there and running around. I'm not even 4'11", and I wear skirts and I wear bows in my hair, you know? Like I'm a really tiny person. So I think people are like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like, "Okay, yeah, we got to get our asses up now." Like, they're like, "That's crazy."
That's
Um
crazy.
yeah, so like I mean, not to say like I'm not like a huge like girly girl, but like I'm a little guy. Like,
Right.
I am tiny. So I think they're like, "Oh, okay. Didn't expect that noise."
Do you find that like you kind of capture people when you start? Like, people might have come for a different band, you guys open, they're like, oh, that was the opening band, and then you get on stage and do your thing, and then they're like, oh shit, like,
Yeah, I think a lot of the time actually, even like sometimes they'll like see me around and like sometimes, again, like it's a super DIY alternative scene. When I have a skirt on and a bow in my hair, they like usually I get the look of like, what are you doing here? Like, like are you
right.
supposed to be here? And then I go up and they're like, "Oh, okay, that's why that chick's here. My bad." Like,
You had to prove it to them.
yeah, I listen, I get the satisfaction out of that. I think it's funny. So,
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Because I'm pretty sure, it's probably a lot of guys judging that you're female. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It,
for
which,
sure.
unfortunately, it was like that even when I was, you know, like your age, and I still see it now with like Slam Witch and Lilith's Demise. I still see people kind of in the comments saying shit, and it's like, it's
Yeah,
2025. It's 2025 at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of upsetting to see, but I feel
yeah,
like you can also use that as like fuel. You know what I
yeah. It
mean?
adds fuel to the fire. I think
Yeah,
to some degree, being a girl, a death metal drummer in a band of all girls,
yeah,
I'm like immune at this point. Like the shit that I see, like this is nothing. Like I had death threats to my like to my home. Like this is nothing. This is light work. Seeing some guy in the comments be like, "Oh, like she's a chick." That it's light work at this point, honestly. Like, I mean, it sucks and it shouldn't be happening. But
right.
if anything, Torn opens like a breath of like a breath of fresh air because I'm like, oh, okay, like wow, okay. There's misogynistic comments, but not nearly as many. So,
So you were getting it from the other band
oh
more?
my god, yeah, way more because like you don't see chick drummers all the time, and especially
True.
in death metal, and then a death metal band of all chicks, like you really don't see that. So
Right.
like the I don't know, like people in like really big bands even like were just disgusting to me, like
Really?
and yeah, like like some of the bigger bands that we played with, and it was just like like and like they're all of us as a whole were and I don't know, I was like I think like it's kind of gross to say this, but because of the fact that like I am one of few to a lot of people in like this kind of like death metal scene, like, oh, like this girl plays drums and she likes death metal, when do you see that? It's almost like a fetishized kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there's female vocalists are so much more widely accepted that thankfully I'm not really dealing with that anymore, which is good.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, like I hate to say it like that, but like like I don't know, like it was gross, and I mean, like at points, I still do, like even the comments turn up and gets like whatever, like it's not that big of a deal, but like I think it's definitely ever so slightly better. But regardless, I'm sick of it as a whole.
Yeah.
Anna, Frankie, Like they're all so dope. Like they're so good. Like
Yeah, I know.
it's not even an argument. They're better than half the deathcore bands out there. More than half. Like I don't
It,
know. I don't know. I
it's
think
true. Very
they're
true.
they're just afraid to admit it sometimes. I think it comes with like a weird like ego thing.
Oh, for
So
sure.
yeah.
I think a lot of it stems from jealousy too. I think when they see a female not only being in the metal scene, but then succeeding at it too and getting
Mhm.
traction and popularity, then I think that's when out comes the losers that kind of just like shit on you. And yeah, it's
Yeah.
a bummer. And I'm glad you don't see it as much at being a vocalist.
Yeah, for
I mean, I'm
sure.
sure it's still there, but it's probably just not
Not as prevalent,
as
I don't know. Well, we'll see though. It'll probably get worse, or like it'll probably get worse. As we grow, but like at the
right.
same time, the more haters, the better. I'm sorry you're at work. I'm so sorry. No, no.
That's do
It's
you know the
okay.
YouTube channel? Do you know
AirPod.
the YouTube channel Slaughtered
Slaughtered?
from the YouTube channel?
Maybe.
Okay,
Potentially.
she that's who that is.
Oh, okay.
She has a YouTube channel called Slaughtered, and she
Okay.
uploads all super OG like deathcore stuff from the early 2000s, like really rare
Oh,
stuff.
that's so cool.
So
Ah,
it's been around for a while, but yeah. Um,
nice to meet you.
um, I wanted to have her upload the EP too for Torn Open too.
That would be dope.
That would be cool. But I know we got off topic there a little bit, but I
No, it's
was
okay.
skimming through your when the CDs first came in, the first run. I was looking through the lyrics in the booklet. Um, what are some of the lyrical themes, and what was your? Because some of them seem a little personal,
Hmm.
and I wanted to know what like your inspiration was on some of those songs.
I think circling back to the cathartic thing, like and like the like needing to like speak, and I kind of like that, people don't really know what I'm saying when I'm screaming on stage because it makes it that much more easy, like that much easier to like scream about it. But it was definitely like, I don't know, there was a few people on my shit list where I was like, fuck you, you're going in my discography. Like damn, I'm pissed enough about something that you did that, yeah, your ass is going in the discography. Sorry, guys. Like,
It's
but
like
towards the end, that's definitely, I think, the first three. But Heard It Last is very centric, or centered around like how like the call to attention of climate change and like how bad our earth is hurting and how nothing will ever get solved if we don't take care of our earth first. Like no political issues will be solved, no issues with hunger, homelessness, like nothing will be solved if we don't have an earth to live on, like if it's drained of all its resources. So that's kind of what I geared to at the end. You can hear it in the samples too. um but I think now that I got like a few like fuck yous out of my way, most of our music is geared towards, in the same way Gojira is almost like environmental themes, like
okay,
environmental
that's cool.
change and awareness. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's great. It's kind of a change of pace too, because I find the lyrical content for most deathcore bands is the same crap over and over again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I hate you. I'm gonna kill you.
yeah.
You know, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to hear a whole different spin on like
Oh,
environment.
sorry, my cat.
Somebody wants to be on camera.
Yeah, he does. Here he is. Say hi. He's meowing.
Hi.
Say hi. He's a cutie patootie.
Um. Oh, so Slaughtered actually has a question. How does it feel to be part of a movement some people call the MySpace revival? And when you started the band, was that where you were aiming towards?
um, I think honestly, I think it's cool. I think the MySpace revival is cool, and I hate the idea of like, oh, these poser kids were getting into it, blah blah blah. They didn't listen to this shit. Oh, God forbid somebody starts liking new music. Like,
Yeah.
that's just my take. And I think like, yes, there are some things where it's like, all right, your credentials, like, you can't be sitting here and being like, I'm a pro, and then like, you only know like three Suicide Silence songs, like, like, okay, you're not that well versed, but I think it's kind of nice because again, it brings like a whole new generation of people into it. And again, the more people listening to like diverse music like this, the better. So even though I think, Torn Open, I guess in a way, like, we're a little bit more melodic. Like, I think we're part of the deathcore revival for sure. Like, I think it comes in the same vein as, like, all right, there's this like wave of deathcore bands coming out, and
Mhm.
they're all kind of making similar shit. But I think we sound just different enough that you can't categorize it as MySpace, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm okay, like I don't want to, I don't. If anything, I don't want to be the same as every other band that's coming out. So if we don't get thrown in like the revival thing, like yeah, like that's kind of what we were going for at first, but I think we realized like, we're just torn open. Like like we are deathcore, and we are going to be like in the same scene as these revival bands, but
Right.
like we may not necessarily be we're deathcore, but we may not be like exactly like 808 bass drop, like crazy revival stuff, and like that's okay with us. Like we want to pioneer. We don't want to do the same
It's
thing over.
Yeah, 100%. I agree, and it's kind of nice to not pigeonhole yourself because then it's like, okay, so where do you go from there? Like, how many times can you write the same album over and over again of MySpace deathcore? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
at
Yeah.
least with Torn Open, you can start throwing in other stuff,
Hmm.
and you know what I mean. And then you're not, then people aren't going to be like, well, what happened to MySpace deathcore sound? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a smart move to kind of be like, it's kind of like the Acacia Strain, where like those guys,
I
I
love
always
the Acacia Strain.
I love them too. And back when they toured like a ton, like they would come to Michigan a lot and I would go. And they were so diverse because they were heavy enough to be on a deathcore bill, but they're also heavy enough to be on a hardcore, or they're hardcore enough to be on a hardcore bill. So like they would come through town with like, Spice Icon, Tony Danza, stuff like that. And then next month they come through, or next year they come through with like Terror and Hatebreed and stuff. So it's like it's really
Yeah,
cool that they kind of like branch themselves out a little bit in two different stems, and they got more opportunity because they kind of cater to both scenes, which was kind of cool. And I feel like Torn Open's kind of the same way. It's like you can
for
play with the
sure.
revival guys, you can play with the death metal guys, you can play with the deathcore guys. Like it's kind
Yeah,
of a smart move.
yeah. I think and also to the point, same point, like the Acacia Strain, like they're so authentic still. Like their shit
Yeah.
still sounds really good. Like they didn't pull like a like Whitechapel Kin and the Valley on us. Like, you know what I mean? Like they
Right.
stayed true to it. And like that, and like even though they like can fit between both genres, like they stayed true. Like I saw them open for Lamb of God, like,
Right.
and actually on that note, to your question more, I didn't wrap it up entirely. What I was aiming for when starting Torn Open, I was like, I want like Suicide Silence meets Lamb of God, because I mean my personal favorite genre is groove metal, and
Okay.
Pantera, Lamb of God, Sepultura, like stuff like that. I love it, and I was like, you know what? Nobody does this. Like nobody even really like thinks about groove metal as groove metal. Like I want our deathcore to have a pulse, and it does, which is so awesome. And thank God. Yep. See, yeah, with Mike. Yes, thank God we have Mike in the band. Um, I don't know that I'd particularly say I help write drums, but like there's times where like I see parts and I'm like, we'll practice at my house. He's on my kit. I'm like, all right, pal, get up. Like, I need you to see what I'm saying here. If anything, I kind of participate in the writing process like pretty significantly. I am not good at guitar, and I also have acrylics on my hands, but most of the time I'm really good at hearing like a lot of cadences in songs, and like determining like how long should this be for, how should you wrap this up, how can you move this into this. So like a lot of transitional moments in a lot of Torn Open songs I help with quite a bit.
That's cool.
Like for I don't know, a lot of like the first song, when I saw your mouth shut, like I help with a lot of like the transitional stuff there, like the crabcore stuff. In cognitive dissonance, that melodic breakdown, da, 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 da. I
Hmm.
mean Margot wrote the melody, but when it goes into like that weird kind of paradiddle part, dun dun, like I was like, all right guys, like I thought of that. I was like, okay, this would be weird, it would be cool, like we should do this, I want it to sound weird. So, I definitely help out a little bit. Also, I'm going to get my charger really quick, but it's right next to
Yeah.
me. Sorry, I like didn't think that through. I was getting out of the shower and I was like, "Oh, I'm about to turn on my computer." And I was like, "Oh, and it's not going to show up on my computer." Oh,
Yeah,
and
it's kind of
part of
weird.
that.
I don't think laptops have the same like features on Instagram than they do on cell phones.
I don't think so either, and I kind of just learned that the hard way today. But it's okay.
That's all right.
I'm normally so used to doing it like on my laptop. Did I fucking if I left my I swear to God, if I left my charger at work, I don't think so, but I'm gonna be really fucking pissed if I did. Oh bruh. Oh bruh. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh guys. Guys. No, it's okay. I have another one in the car. Hold on. I need to double. Oh no no no. I fooled myself. I remember. I put it in the front pocket of my bag on purpose.
To trick yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I fooled myself on that one. That was like so I could remember it and be like, ah, I don't have to dig. And then it backfired. Let's see. Okay.
Don't worry, I do that all the time, so
Okay.
I'm like, this will be a safe spot for it, and I just hide it on myself. Find it.
Let's see. Can I like get that? Sorry, I'm a little crooked. I have it like the
No,
setup
it's
right now is a little strange. So, but this
you're
works.
good. I got mine propped up on a box behind here, so you're good.
Yeah,
If it works,
normally, yeah, no, normally my laptop's like on a pillow, and right now I have like my phone like against my laptop, like straight up with the charger like right underneath it, and it's now like bent.
oh my god,
It's okay. Listen, you gotta make it work.
it's 100%. If it's working, then why fix it? We're good.
Yeah, don't fix it if it ain't broke.
That's true. I like the screen mask above your head. That's cool.
Thank you.
Big fan.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Halloween stuff in my room. I have like a lot of, especially Tim Burton. He's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I love Tim Burton. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I have, I don't know if you can really see it. Hold on, I'll show you. I have a mural that I painted. Ah,
Oh,
there's
cool.
more to it. It's kind of covered right now, but yeah, room tour a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool.
It used to be the Adventure Time treehouse, but after like 4 or so years, I decided, all right, it's time to change it up.
Yeah, why not? Switch
Yeah.
it up. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess I was gonna loop back around on the whole like being a female member and stuff like that, but um, not so much in the sense of like we kind of already touched on it, but like your vocals are a lot different than most deathcore bands,
Mm-hmm.
especially the highs.
Yes.
Um, so when the EP first dropped, I noticed there was like a little bit of love and some hate on it. Like it kind of seemed like people weren't really into some of the screaming that you were doing. What's like how do you channel that into like do you just be like fuck you, or do you just go that's how it comes out like sorry, or do you kind of use that as fuel to be like yeah well I'm gonna keep doing what I do no matter who hates it? What yeah so like what I'm trying to say is what kind of like inspo are you pulling from that?
You know what? If anything, I don't disagree with them. It's my first EP. That was my first time ever being a vocalist. Like I look back, and like I was really nervous going into the studio, and that definitely really affected my vocals. Like, like it kind of what is my cat doing? God only knows. Like it kind of was what it was. So,
Right.
I was already a little bit kind of like insecure about it to begin with. So, like seeing people say that like or like saying bad stuff that they're not a fan of the vocals, like, I think I like that people appreciate the fact that they're unique because they are, and I want to continue being unique. Like, for example, you can hear it's night and day between the single and the EP. Like, like my vocals on the single sounded way better. Like, it was not my first time in the studio anymore. My range was better. And I think that's going to be received a lot better simply because it's not like it wasn't my first time, doing it. So
Right.
I'm not really disagreeing with them. Like, if somebody doesn't like it and they're like, oh, like your vocals sounded dry, I'm like, yeah, I kind of think that too. Like, it is what it is. But for every one person that thinks that, there's like 5 to 10 people that think it's interesting and unique.
Yeah.
And if anything, I feel like I really only saw a few handful of comments, not even like, like 4 or 5 at most that were kind of like commenting about like not being a fan of the vocals. But at the same time,
Yeah.
like that's okay. Like, I'm usually not a fan of like deathcore where it's just all lows and there's no contrast with highs. So like, that's okay. I like kind of having both. I mean, that I say usually, not always. I don't know. I don't know. I actually really do like it all. But like, I like both better.
Right.
But Yeah, I kind of, I'm not really even like fuck you. Sometimes I will, because I'm so early on in the process of learning, I do get like, I'll like tweak out like somebody commented on our YouTube the other day. He was like, "She talks too much and she fucking sounds like a dying cat," and blah blah. And I was like, "I thought I sounded good that day," and I was like, "Guys," and they were like, and it was like, they should get a man vocalist. Like they'd be doing so much better. I was like,
That's crazy.
yeah. So like every once in a while, it kind of will get to me, and I'm like, damn. Like, do do a lot of people think this? Like, or I'm kind of convinced everybody's just being nice. Like, to be honest, like everybody who's like listening to EP, I'm just convinced they're being nice. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm definitely way more proud of the single, and like I kind of take those hate comments as like, all right, well, you know what? There's probably a few of you that think that that's fair. If that's something I kind of see as well, I'm gonna hone in on it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
work on it.
right, right. So that's cool. I personally think they're great.
Thank you. Yeah,
I think it's um it's kind of a breath of fresh air because a lot of it can get, repetitive.
for sure,
Yeah.
and I agree
You
with
know,
you.
it's just like lows, 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 breakdowns, lows, some highs. You know what I mean? Like it's cool and all, but and some bands do it really well. But when there's somebody who has like a distinct voice and a distinct sound, and someone can put it on in the car, you're like, oh, this is torn open. I know that because these vocals are hers. You know what I mean? Like
Yo, yeah, for sure.
I like that better because there's not too many bands that I feel like have the guts to kind of like, I guess, play around with their vocals and kind of, you know what I mean, to kind of play it safe and do what everybody else is doing.
For
Um,
sure. I agree with you. And
no,
also like the thing is like also like again, I'm a little person. I'm also a girl. My voice is not low. I'm not gonna sound like I don't expect I'm not gonna sit here and be like fuck, like holy fuck, like oh my god, like why can't I sound like Miss Lucker? Like I'm not going to. Like my
right,
anatomy, like I can teach myself, I can learn, and I can try, but I'm like my your anatomy only allows for so much, and like obviously yes, a man's anatomy is going to produce different noises than a girl's anatomy, and like I think it's like sometimes like you get like a really cool like Anna or like Bridget from Stabbing, like like where it's like damn, like you could do both, but I
yeah,
personally I know I can't, at least at least with my fry screams I know I can't, and that's okay because I produce a noise that sounds like Sophia and nobody else does. So I'm okay with that. Also, wait, to your point, two favorite horror movies, Trick or Treat, and also this one's crazy. I really like Hush. It's like a silent movie
yeah,
that, and yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. It was from like a decade or so ago. Sorry, I just saw that sitting there and I didn't want to avoid it. Continue.
No, I was waiting until we were done too because I was gonna have you answer it, but Hush was a cool movie. That was on Netflix a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah, that's cool. And Trick or Treat, that was cool too.
Yes,
Um,
that one's my favorite.
I haven't seen it in a while though. I watched it when it like first came out, and I think that's the only time. But yeah. So back to the vocals. Yeah, that's. I mean, you make a good point too. That you're female anatomy. You know what I mean? Like that. That makes a lot of sense. And I feel like a
Hmm.
lot of people don't. It's quick to judge online. I think people just type and they go they
Yeah.
speak what they want and they don't care if it's hurtful or what kind of damage it does. And I think like the way you explained it, like if a bunch of those people heard that were complaining with the vocals, I think they would be like, oh, a light bulb would go off, and they'd be like, oh, that makes sense. Like,
Hmm.
she's just a girl. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
she's a
and
girl
like
in a metal band that's nowhere near as the size of a full grown man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's not to say like I'm not saying like I'm like any like less capable, like that's not like a matter of more or less capable. I think it's just
right.
like you have a different set of capabilities. Again, perfect
Mhm.
example. Once again, you know false chord is not very easy for me at all, and for most guys false chord is so easy for them, it comes to them super easily. Fry scream's a challenge. Fry scream is not the challenge for me, and like it's just like everybody's got like two different skill sets, and you can like work on one or the other, but
Right.
I think to some degree like your anatomy will kind of contribute to determining like which one is going to come easier for you, or what's going to come the most natural for you, or and like yeah, I don't think it's even like a more or less capable, like I'm just a girl, like you could say the same thing, like a guy's just a guy, can
Right.
just sing like a guy does, like, you know what I mean? So I think it's just, yeah, it's just like it's interesting to take into account when, especially when, like, you hear like really distinct vocals, like, okay, like that probably has a little bit to do with my anatomy, because like I can't make these other noises as easily.
Right.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense. No, that's cool. I liked how you explained that and broke that down because I think a lot of people they don't think about that. They don't. I don't think they think at all. I think a lot of people just complain, all willy nilly and just do it real quick on their phone, type it,
for sure.
press send. So no, it's cool. I remember listening to it. I think when I listened to it in full was the release day. Because we put it up on Bandcamp and I listened to it. I think I don't even know how many times in a row, but I listened to that EP like the whole drop, like for at least 2 hours on repeat. So it was just really, it's really good. Like it's a solid EP, and
Appreciate it.
I really enjoyed it. Um, and I think a lot of people do. I think it's a breath of fresh air, and I think people are noticing that. And then the new single too, it's just like a step up. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, for
you took
sure.
all the good parts from the EP, you enhanced yourselves more. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like another step up. You didn't go backwards. Like
Yeah, I
it's
agree with you.
great. Yeah. So I think a lot of us are excited for the next chapter in Torn Open.
I am excited too. I think, I don't know, we're gonna go to record a single, and then we had like 2 days of practice in a row, and then a single turned into two songs, and then two songs turned into another EP, and we were like, oh, okay. Another one. So
Do you guys
I
plan
don't,
on
like,
EP?
I'm sorry?
Do you guys plan on doing another EP?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm so grateful that, like, like between Mike, Margot, Mars, and Kanan, it's such a well-oiled machine. Like they could just shit out riffs, and like I don't
That's
know,
good.
Mike's just so phenomenal. He could just play anything ever. So like I don't know. I'm so lucky. Like it really is. Like if you put us in like, I don't know, if you put us in like a practice room for like, 4 days in a row, we'll have a whole album for you, like done.
That's
Ready to go into the studio.
I don't think that happens often.
No, I don't think so either. So that's why I'm super grateful.
Yeah, yeah, because I feel like there's always at least one member, you know what I mean, or it's just a well-oiled machine is hard to come by. So it's
For
nice
sure.
that it's not a revolving door of like drummers and guitar players. Like you guys are all still, and no, I think that's good. That's great. Keith wants to know if the next release will be called Volume Two.
Yes. Probably.
Will it
Yeah.
be
No.
Torn the Fuck Open Volume Two?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then we'll have like an album with like a real name or something.
Yeah,
But definitely Torn the Fuck Open Volume 2. We're not done.
yeah, for sure.
There will be a multitude of volumes. And then you can collect them and put them in your shelf like little books. So it's like one, two, three, four.
Yeah, is that kind of the goal? Like, is that what you kind of were thinking of beforehand?
I don't know. I mean, I guess so. I kind of like planned on making more music with them to begin with. So I was like, yep,
Right.
it's volume one. Like there will be more. And they were like, okay. And I was like, all right, easy enough.
Yeah, I mean, when it came out and people see the Volume One, they're probably assuming that like, oh yeah, this isn't the end. Like,
Yeah, and I think it makes for a really cool debut. Like, oh, volume one. Like, fuck. All right, like this is first. Like I think it kind
right.
of adds that much more to the idea of a debut.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's cool. I think the whole release was good. I think the
Thank you.
music's good. The artwork was good.
Thank
You
you.
know, um, I think everything was nicely packaged and well done. And then the CDs came out, and I think that was a cool touch too. And yeah,
Oh, sorry, hold on one second. I don't know. I got like a sorry. Um, yeah, no. When I found out the CD sold out, I was drunk as hell at Applebee's eating a Caesar salad.
You were drunk at an Applebee's.
Yeah, I was out with my girls, and I was visiting my best friend. She goes to college in Rhode Island, and
Okay.
so myself, Margot, our other guitarist, we both went to visit her like while she was up at school, and we like to go to Applebee's every once in a while. Get a rum bucket, like whatever, like it's
Yeah,
like a I don't know, $10 Uber from like her house, like whatever, like let's do it. So that's when the news broke, and I was like, yes,
that's awesome.
yeah,
Caught you at Applebee's.
yeah, turn,
That's that's cool. Yeah, they sold out. They sold really good. I mean, even the represses sold really good.
yeah, that was crazy to me. I'm so excited that we're gonna have more, and they're gonna be blue. Oh, so
Yeah,
cool.
they're gonna be blue, and they're gonna have the reversible art, the art that you did.
Yes,
Um, that's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, those should be in probably in a couple weeks.
mm-hmm.
I'll have them out because you guys are like totally sold out of your copies too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Actually, low key, I accidentally cracked one or two of the jewel cases. They went for a discounted rate, so those last two did. Yeah,
That's
because
funny.
I don't know. It's like either between my car, Margot's car, Mars's car, my car, Margot's car, and then at the end I was like, oh, like got to the bottom of the box and I was like, "Oopsie." But it's okay. They sold.
Were they, were they badly damaged? Just like a
No,
crack.
not at all. It was just like a little like crack or like a scratch on the front of the jewel case, and I was like, $10, and they were like, okay.
People are gonna buy them. I mean, cases are easy to replace. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you can buy them in bulk, or you can go to Goodwill and buy a fucking Shakira CD and take all the stuff out and
Yeah.
put. But yeah, if that ever happens too, I got tons of CD empty ones. Like I can send you more.
Yeah, maybe if anything, maybe just send us two or three just in case it
Yeah,
happens again.
yeah. Maybe
Thank you.
maybe repress. I'll do that. I'll send you like a stack of other ones too. But
That'd be awesome.
yeah. So back with the EP, the feedback for the EP was really good.
For sure.
Um, what did you guys have a certain like a certain expectation, or did you guys kind of just throw it out and say, "Hey, let's hope that they like it," or were you like how did that go? How did that kind of unroll like for the last few days before it dropped and you released it all to the world?
I think it went a lot like, damn, like we've been listening to this on repeat in our cars for the past week, and I'm not one to like to listen to my own music that I make. So all things considered, the fact that we were like, yeah, like this kind of rules. Like, I mean, again, like aside from like, my own criticisms I had for like my vocals specifically, but like as a whole, like, like we were like, wait, like this kind of objectively kind of like rocks. So we were like, yeah, I
Right.
think it'll go over well. Like I feel like normally bands don't really want to like sit there and listen to their own music over and over again, but we were like, yeah, wait, we kind of want to. Like this is good. Yeah,
It's something to be proud of.
for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Keith says, "Where was the rabbit theme inspired from?"
Um, like I figured, like the rabbit, like the white rabbit, it was like this kind of idea of like purity, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Okay.
and like silencing, like not like a mutilation of it, but like when I sew your mouth shut, I'll let you pick out the thread color. Like, you know what I mean? Like a silencing of it. But I think like that I like thematically, it's almost like now, like, okay, like it's the reversal. Like now it's being spoken on. Like now, like, like it's no longer like I don't know. It's like it's not like no longer pain endured by silence. I think that's definitely like what it kind of stands for,
Right.
like the symbolism. And I thought it was cool. I was like, I think this is cool. It's not like a dove or like a swan, but like, like a rabbit. Like a rabbit can be interpreted a lot of different ways. And normally, I like people don't interpret a white rabbit as like,
Right.
they'll interpret the color white like that, but not a rabbit. And like that's what I thought was interesting about it, to have like a non-conventional like animal portray like this idea of like purity, because like it
Yeah.
is kind of like an unconventional purity, and like and an unconventional mutilation, I guess. So like through silence, I don't know, that was kind of my idea.
That's cool. I never really, I never like. I wondered because it was definitely you don't see a lot of rabbits in deathcore, and you don't see a lot of animals in general. So I knew there was going to be some sort of like in-depth,
Yeah, for
explanation.
sure.
I'm glad Keith asked that because that's really cool. That's what it symbolized. That's really cool.
Yeah, and also, rabbits symbolize luck. They symbolize, like,
Yeah,
I
true.
don't know. I don't know. They symbolize a lot. Like,
They,
there's a lot of things that rabbits stand for that I think, I don't know, are just nice.
right. No, that's cool. That's cool.
Abundance. That's another one.
It wasn't just like blood and guts and you know what I mean. Like everyone kind of goes that route.
Yeah, for
Skull,
sure.
and you're
I
like,
think, yeah, I think that's why it was so wordy. That's why the EP was like so wordy. Like it was almost like, yeah, I didn't want it to be all blood and guts. Like like None So Vile is
right,
completely just blood and guts. But
right,
like the EP was like, I've got a lot to say. Like I'm gonna fuck with you with the way I'm saying it.
yeah,
Like I'm
right,
not gonna fuck with you violently. I'm gonna fuck with you in the way I'm saying this.
which makes sense.
Hmm.
And I think it's a smart move because I feel like that's kind of what makes you guys kind of a cut above a lot of other bands. You
I
know what I
think.
mean? Like there's a lot of good bands that are coming out, but there's a lot that you can tell they're just in it because they want to be in it. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's passion behind it.
Mhm.
And I think like when you start putting like a lot of thought into artwork and lyrics and you're not doing the same cookie cutter stuff, I think that gives you more up on the ladder. And I think the fact that you have, a cool idea for art, you're not talking about brutally murdering people in your lyrics like you're talking about fucking the weather and stuff like it's
For the most part, it's kind of like both. I think is cool. Like, damn,
yeah,
like this is really fucked up. That's going on. Like, yeah, like we should really care about this, and we're gonna go kill the people responsible. Like, that's kind of like,
right, right, yeah.
that's where it comes in for
It's
sure.
not mindless. Like there's a reason why, you know what I mean? You're not just butchering somebody for fun.
I don't know why I did that. Hello, am I here? Okay, sorry.
Oh
My phone was
yeah,
being wonky. All
freeze.
right. Hmm?
Did you freeze a little bit?
Yeah, for a second. Sorry.
No, you're good. Got a question. Says your guitarist is doing God's work by uploading guitar playthroughs of your band songs.
I love Margot so much. I love Margot so much. If you guys don't know, also I, Margot is also total. The like, I don't even know if I'd say lo-fi, but
Yeah,
I don't know, like just kind of like slow, like angelic,
and
emotional music. She's also
no, for
total,
real.
and she uploads a lot of stuff there too, like for total as well. So she does both, and she's so awesome. She actually, it was funny. She released a total EP the same day as our EP.
Oh really? I wish. It's funny because I don't know how I came across it. It might have been through her profile,
Probably,
but I listened to a handful of songs and I thought this is really good.
yeah.
And yeah, I just wish more people listen to that stuff because it's great.
Yes, they I don't know, as she's observed, they do when the winter comes around when they'll get really sad. They'll start
True,
listening.
true, true. That
Yeah.
lo-fi stuff, that lo-fi like ambient lo-fi kind of music is
Yeah.
definitely winter weather music or rainy day music for sure. 100%.
Mhm.
I do agree. But no, yeah, she's definitely talented.
Yeah, she's so talented. Oh, here comes my cat. He's sniffing the phone. It's okay.
That's so funny.
But yeah,
What?
I'm so happy that she uploads playthroughs. Our bassist also uploaded playthroughs, I think, of every song. If not
Oh,
most of
really?
them. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Either on his TikTok or Instagram.
I'll have to check that out. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I just know the Margot ones because you guys share it usually on the on the band page.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I like she because Margot will make like YouTube links. Sometimes like I Kanan like posts a lot on TikTok, so I think that's where most of his are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I
makes
think
sense.
we've posted them here and there, I think.
You what?
I said we've posted them here and there.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, the playthroughs are great. I like it, and very straight face when she plays.
Yes. That's like the best thing about Margot, I think, is like whenever we play live, like whatever, like Mars and Kanan, like they're like headbanging, they're doing their thing. Margot is just there. and like so locked in and like in her own world, and it's so awesome, and it's like it's low key like my favorite part about Torn Open. I can't even lie. Like she's like yeah, she's standing there, but like you can tell there's like something serious going on. Like
Yeah,
she's like
yeah,
giving off this like insane aura, literally just by fucking playing the guitar with the same face like the whole time.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's so awesome. It is so awesome. She's just
Good,
in her
yeah,
own universe, and it makes Torn Open perfect.
yeah. There's definitely some gears going in the brain, and
Yes.
you know, locked
Yes.
in her own universe for sure.
Yes. For
Which is
sure.
cool. 'Cause, I mean, she focused on what she wants to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And
makes sense.
she's fantastic. She really is. So
Yeah, I know. I
I let her
know.
do
It's,
her
it's
thing.
crazy how. Excuse me. It's crazy how like a lot of these young bands that are coming out, like even what's her name, Andrea from Slamwich, like
Andre is insane.
she's insane, like crazy, and I'm like, you would never
She's so
expect,
nuts.
you know what I mean? You're just like, okay, she comes on there, she shreds, and you're like, whoa, like hell yeah, that's so.
I she's so cool.
So no, it's really cool. It's cool to see a lot of these young bands that are like I said earlier, putting in more than just the minimum.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're not just playing breakdowns in drop D or something. You know what I mean? Like there's thought behind the riffs and the solos and this. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's nice. It's nice to see that there's like more meat on the bone than just like a skimpy little piece of chicken tender here. You guys are giving the whole entire chicken. You know what I mean? Like I love it.
Yeah.
It's great. So um, I want to talk about the new single
Yes.
came came out on Friday.
Hmm.
How was how was that? How did you guys like rolling up to it? How did you guys feel? You released it to the world. How
Yeah.
feedback? How did that go for you guys?
People loved it.
Yeah,
I think people thought the same things about it that we were thinking. Like, oh yeah, they stepped up. They did, you know?
yeah.
And I think we kind of like knew that putting that out. And I think it was super kind of inspiring for us because we were like, oh, like cool. Like, you know what? Yeah, like all right, people are like really liking the sound that we're honing in on. Like, let's, you know
Hmm.
what? Let's keep rolling. Like it's different, it's different. Let's keep rolling with it.
Yeah, that's great. It's if the next release is anything like None So Vile, then we're in for a treat.
I think so. I think the next release, each song has like so many interesting moving parts to it. Um like yeah, I think it's gonna be weird. Like it's not gonna be like far off. I think it'll be definitely closer to None So Vile than the EP, but I think it's gonna be weirder. Oh, hi cat. I think it's gonna be way weirder, and I'm really excited for that. Like we wrote a song this past weekend where it was like I don't know, we were working on two songs, and I was like, wait guys, like this one literally ends with this like evil ass fucking like slow like sweet picking outro. Like just make it the beginning of the next song. Like bam, like it's the same song. We're
Yeah,
cutting it in half,
cool. Yeah,
and then like the lyrics are relating, like denial so it begins the way it should end, like, and it's cool. I don't know, I think I don't know, I what best describes what's coming up is the fact that they would not let me make a shirt that said Torn Open on the front, and then on the back in impact font said New Jersey really gay sweet picking. I think that best defines it.
I mean they won't let you do it.
No, they thought it was funny, but they were like, dude, and I was like, man. It's
I guess.
okay. It's okay. We're doing actually. Ooh, we're doing a Dr. Acula rip.
Oh shit, are you?
Yes, like the I heart and how they do grindcore. We're doing the torn open in the heart, and then deathcore.
Nice. I love it.
Yes, yes, yes. That was actually my friend's idea, and I was like, holy shit, you're right. And then we like scoured the internet to make sure like nobody else did it yet, and we were like, okay, nobody else
There.
steal that idea before we put it out. By the way, I don't. The four of you watching, I'll know.
What? Yeah.
No, no,
Uh,
no. It's okay. Nobody steal that idea.
the there was a I don't know if you know the band Zombie Shark.
No, I don't.
They did a rip of it a couple years ago.
Oh,
But that
you think
but
it'll be okay?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. No, I think people love that shirt. That's like their best selling shirt. So I mean, because I know those guys, and they reprinted that shirt a handful of years ago. I think it was like
Hmm.
right before COVID, maybe or something. But they sold tons of them. Like people love that shirt. So I think if you guys do that and have the same rip, it has deathcore, it has you guys on the heart. I think
I
that'll be
found
good.
the same exact heart and everything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I think people will enjoy that for sure. Well,
I
especially
agree.
it's a cool ode to like you know one of the coolest bands, Dr. Acula. So I
I
mean,
love Dr. Acula. And also
oh
they're from Long Island. Long Island represent.
yeah, yeah, they are from Long Island.
Hmm.
I went to their reunion show in 2020, and it was like all the OG members, and it was so good.
I
It
know
was
that was just so amazing. Oh my god. I love Dr. Acula. You know, I think like I don't know. I think actually, like in a way, Torn Open's kind of like I think it could. I think Doctor Acula is a band that can be like comparable for sure.
yeah.
I think in a way, yeah.
Actually, someone above, it's probably way up there, but someone said, "Do you guys have any grindcore influence for Torn Open?"
Pig Destroyer. I love Pig Destroyer.
Nice.
Um, I don't know. I don't really know. I'd have to ask Margot and Mars and Kanan. I don't think Kanan does. I don't think Mars does. If anything, maybe Margot a little bit. But even
Hmm.
at that, I'm not too sure. Like I think there's like grindcore bands that we all like, but I don't think
Right.
there's any in particular where that we like super take into account. I mean, again, I think of Pig Destroyer a little bit when I'm writing my lyrics, or not even lyrics, but like the way I like at a I don't know the way I'm phrasing things sometimes, but like even at
Right.
that, like not too often. I don't know. I'm trying to think because now, damn. See you next Tuesday if you want to count that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot. Um, what is it? The Partisan Tube, the Partisan Turbine.
Oh yeah, the Partisan Turbine. Those
Yes,
guys are from Long Island too, I believe.
yes, I like the Partisan Turbine a lot. They're cool.
Yeah, those.
Obviously those are in like the deathcore, grindcore references like that kind of circle around in my head a little bit. But
Yeah.
other than that, I can't speak for the other members. I don't know. I don't think
Right.
Mike at all. Mike just like really fucking likes Trivium and Lamb of God and like I don't know. Five Finger Death Punch actually, which is
Oh, really?
crazy because that's the same guy that could blast beat N16ths at like 250 BPM. Like it's terrifying. Like we had to put in our Spotify and in our Instagram bio like no, our drums aren't programmed.
Oh, really?
No,
Do
they're
people,
not.
no, I know, but like, do people ask that?
Yes, yes.
That's
There
wild.
was like, I'm gonna say exec, like an exec that we had come to a show who was like kind of had an eye on us and they were a drummer as well and they verbatim said that they like actually had to see him play it live to like believe like not even the videos were gonna cut it like they had to see him do it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Awesome. I didn't realize that people were thinking that people like
Hmm.
thought that. How wild. You guys had an exec come out and watch you guys?
I'm gonna say exec as like a blanket term right now.
Nice.
Yes, I don't want to say too much yet, but
That's fair.
if things go well, everybody will know.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Um, yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
that
what it
with
is.
the drums. I didn't know that. That's wild. Yeah, I mean, everyone I think in the band is carries their own weight and has their own talent, and it's really cool.
For
Uh,
sure. I think yeah, everybody's just like really cracked at their instrument and it
yeah,
helps. Like I don't think there's a weak link. If anything, I'm the weak link. I'm like the least experienced.
I mean, you might be the least experienced, but I think you still can keep up with them. You know what I mean? Like you're still
Yeah,
like
for sure.
it's not like people are listening to it and going like, "Oh, it's all good with the vocalist," you know what I mean? Like it's all sounds like you guys are all on the same page. So I mean,
Yeah.
which is sweet. So I got a couple questions left, I guess.
Yeah.
The next thing I wanted to kind of well, I guess we kind of touched on it, but you guys are writing. some stuff
Correct. I'm gonna
now.
take my charger out now. Hold on. My phone can be normal again.
Yay. Um, so writing. So you guys are in the process of writing right now,
hmm
and you have a plan to do another EP volume two. So after, like, is there any sort of ETA on that?
Um, no, I don't think. I don't know. Well, like, we're trying to run it as fast as possible, but I think we want to actually release a single first with a music video.
Cool. Yeah.
And I think we need to see, like, the guy we want to work with for a music video when they'd be available. And
Right.
then also, we were thinking of doing a vocal feature, so it would kind of also be like at their discretion when they're available, because I know they're booked like the rest of August, which I didn't even expect to go in the studio for vocals until September anyway.
Oh,
But, that as well.
that
So, yeah.
that's sweet. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So you guys
I'm
gonna have,
really
like,
excited.
on the next EP, you guys gonna have a guest vocalist?
Yes, I think so, for one
Oh,
of the songs.
that's awesome.
At least I'm trying to convince him right now. I'm trying to convince the rest of the band. I think I've got just about everybody.
That's cool. That's exciting. Yeah, I think features are fun. The features are good. Is a cool move. I think.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky Alex Kohler's my teacher.
That's good.
Who knows? And like if only maybe he. I don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
That's so funny. Um, yeah. So after the EP, you guys plan on doing a full length?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna have to. I think, whatever. If we have 9 songs out there that we put out within like less than a year, like people can chew on it for at least another 6 months or like
Oh, for
almost a
sure.
year before we put out an album. Like that's
No,
enough. And they'll live.
for sure. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's cool. Yeah, no, a full length would be awesome. Yeah, I guess I'm just getting excited of like the futures. I feel like the EP is so good that I'm excited to hear. A lot of us are excited to hear more. I guess you know what I mean.
For sure, it's promising. I'm excited. I think we have a lot of interesting things in store, which I'm really, really excited about.
Yeah, that's awesome. So a music video would be cool too because you guys don't have one yet, right?
No, we were gonna do it for this most recent single, and then we were like, "Fuck, this song is so good, we want to put it out right now." So we did.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
Jump the gun a little bit. That's fair.
yeah. The Torn Open Council is a little, um, I don't know. We're a little willy nilly at times.
I mean, whatever. It works. You know,
Yeah, it works. Yeah, you're right. It does work.
not not like it's not like anything bad's happening from it. Like
Yeah,
why not? That's cool. I like you have some sort of structure. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
for sure. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So shows. I know we kind of touched on it before too, briefly. But what are some upcoming shows that you guys are doing? I know you said sometime in September. I think you said.
Yeah, I believe I think the date's getting solidified right now. It's either September 13th or October 4th. We're going to be playing the Williams Center in East Rutherford, which is going to
Okay.
be really cool. Yeah, I think we're either headliner or second headliner for that, but a legendary local band Hosticide is coming back for the first time in like a year and a half, which is going to be so awesome.
That,
And it's going to be another local band, Redwoods is going to be one of their last shows and everybody loved them. So I think it'll be a really good crowd. Also, I think our friends in Nailed Shut are looking to have us on a bill when they come out here with Monochromatic Black.
oh, cool.
Um, yeah, and then I was just talking to Vic from Retained Surgical Instrument. We're looking to do something in October. We have some like weekenders, that are getting solidified for October right now. And also we were thinking about maybe a tour with I Saw God in January.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be sweet. What's the like? How far do you guys plan on going on this tour? Like, is it like a small?
Uh,
You guys plan on going because I know they just did kind of a big tour.
I don't know. I need to like discuss with the band too because we do not have a vehicle. So
Uh,
yeah, like we do not have a band van. And also, I mean, I think Mars is 24, so he can like almost rent something, but you have to be 25 to rent like a
oh
enterprise
shit.
like rent car. Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, so I think, I think once like
that's
I think once we get a few like logistical things on the back end squared away, which should be happening in like the very near future, like
right.
that might be able to produce the funds for us to be able to afford a van and like afford something like a small tour.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really exciting. Yeah, hopefully that all pans out for you guys. That'd be great to see.
I hope so.
That would be really cool. Um, Especially like a tour. Like that's exactly what like I think Torn Open needs is like more exposure and people to see you in different states, different cities. You know what I mean? And like get your name out there more.
Sure.
And I think that's like a super good way to obviously like network too and shit like that. So no, that's really cool. Hopefully that all pans through and pulls through for you guys because that'd be really cool to see you guys go on a tour. No
I
matter
would
how
love
big,
to.
even if it's like a 5 day or like that's still really sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. I think we're trying to go a little bit further down south, like as far as at least like DC or Virginia on some weekenders in October.
oh
So we'll see about that. Yeah.
yeah. That's cool. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm excited for that. I'll look into that. Like I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for you guys. Uh,
Yay.
Hopefully one day you make it down this way. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. If anything, if we were to go up by you, I want to play with Self-Absorbed and Donnie Brasco for sure.
Mm,
I know you're in Canada, but like if we were to go as far up as like Michigan area, I love those
yeah,
two bands so much.
yeah. That would be cool. Donnie Brasco. Actually, I went to their first show. It was pretty cool.
They're so good, and I feel like not enough people like recognize them. They're so fucking good. They're
Yeah,
so good.
I noticed too. Actually, I went on their. It's funny because I went on their profile, their Instagram profile, like 2 days ago, and I noticed that they did. Yeah, they're not they're not getting the love that they deserve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're good, so it's like it's kind of a bummer to see. But I don't know. I mean, the more they work at it, the more they play shows, it'll get better. But I know some bands
True.
like Reverend and like Peacemaker, like those guys just blew up. Like
Yeah, Reverend blew
Victim
up for sure.
stuff, like those guys, Slam Witch,
Hmm.
those guys, everyone just blew up like crazy. Some of them. Um,
Yeah, I know. I'm
well,
gonna
no,
have to do the sandwich method and post a live one take of None So Vile and hope that gets us 10,000 followers.
ah,
Gonna use the sandwich method. Nah, good for them though. I'm happy for them. That's so awesome. They
yeah,
deserve it. So I just say
that,
that's so awesome.
that is really wild. Yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? I think people would enjoy a vocal video of you for sure.
I like always try and then I fuck it up and then I get really scared and then like I don't know why for some reason whenever I use GarageBand and whenever I
Mm.
record shit there's like this weird ass delay between like when I'm hearing it and like recording versus when it like registers, so it's always like 2 seconds behind and I have to line it back up and then I'm like, oh, this is gonna take forever and I'm gonna do it bad. So I think I need to stop tweaking and actually I don't know, maybe I'll do it like I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on Thursday or Friday. Who knows? Those are my days off, and my plans fell through. So maybe.
That sounds like a perfect time.
Yeah. I don't know. Like a week from the release, that would be awesome. Like happy 1 week, guys.
I mean, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
One
Yeah.
week old.
What's that?
Happy 1 week birthday.
Happy 1 week. He's 1 week old.
This is my first 10 minutes. Does anybody know anything about anything ever?
That's so funny. That's
That's
good.
whatever. That's like the excuse in Torn Open. Like when one of us make like a really silly like fuck up mistake. Like Margot was like my pedals weren't working, and we were trying to like figure it out, and she realized they were like plugged in backwards like entirely, and we just like did not notice. And then she's like, guys, like this is my first 10 minutes. This is my first 10 minutes ever of playing guitar. That's always the excuse. We'll be like, guys, this is my first 30 minutes here.
My first 30 minutes here. That's good. I
Yeah.
mean, you gotta kind of joke around too, I guess, right?
Oh my God, no. Oh, it's we like it's so bad. It's so bad. Like we played a show in Queens the other day, especially between Mike and Mars, like they're really good friends. Like they cannot stay serious for one fucking second. Like the rest of the bands are being like so nice, respectful, like watching, mind you, behind me while I'm sitting at the merch table trying to pay attention to the bands. Like I don't want to go over there. Like I'm a little tired. I just don't feel like getting kicked, like whatever. But I'm like watching from behind the merch table because also somebody needs to run merch. They're having the torn open Olympics. Mike, in all his glory, is like doing cartwheels with Margot. And then all of a sudden they find this fucking piece of wood on the ground and they're like throwing it like a javelin. I'm like, I'm like, and then they start having like a dance off and then they're like running in circles. I'm like, guys, like we really like, and then, but sometimes it's, and then I join in too. It's so bad. I'm like, fuck, this is so fun. Like, this is so, it's
I mean,
okay. We're just so full
it,
of silliness.
no, that's great though. Why not?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I feel like shows are probably a lot of fun to just mess around with and have fun.
Yeah, I just felt bad because all the other bands were like standing, like watching so intently, and mind you, like my band's doing fuck all, and I'm like, mind you, for the most part, it was the same bands we were playing with the next day, but still, it was really funny. I was like, damn, okay,
I mean, first impressions,
yeah.
they're probably this band's crazy.
No, it's okay. They knew us. We've played with them before for the most part. I think just about every band on that bill we'd play with before.
Well, that's
So I
good.
think,
They
yeah,
expected nothing from you guys.
I think they were aware of Mike's shenanigans. He like
Yeah,
always some shenanigans from him. Oh my god, it's always something with that kid.
that's funny. I mean, at least they know that they know what they're in store for.
Yeah, honestly, like I can't even be mad at it because he's so fucking cracked at drums. I'm like, you know what, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I really don't care. You're so cracked. Just whatever you're doing, it
You
works.
do whatever you got to do. I will stand in the way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um,
So basically, let me see here. I have some questions written down. I just wanted to make sure.
no, you're good.
Yeah. So show and tour plans we kind of touched on. That's exciting. Um, was there anything that you wanted to kind of plug in or kind of give the fans any sort of, because I'm going to upload this to YouTube as well. Like they've been there seeing the YouTube,
Oh,
so
yay.
people can watch it. Like whoever missed it today.
Hmm.
um, it's hard to get people to come from my page to this page.
Yeah.
It's hard because I used to do them all the time. Like I used to do interviews all the time before, like a couple of years ago. Like I did like Misericordium, See Next Tuesday, um, Elysia, and like tons of bands, and people loved it. And they would come in and we'd all watch it and have fun. But I shared not shared, but yeah, in my stories I did the Lilith Demise, their like teethy vagina thing,
Hmm.
and I got nailed for that on Instagram.
Ooh.
So and, like everything's the same, but they took away my live privilege.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's been like almost a year.
It's okay. It's okay. I like low key. I kept getting nailed on Instagram like really bad. 'Cause I kept like. I kept like making like really bad jokes that Instagram would like deem as like too sensitive, and it wouldn't even be publicly. Like it would be on my close friend story. I would be like, I'm gonna fucking blow this place up. Like I'm so mad, and they'd be like, strike one. And then I was, and then,
That's
and
great.
then again, I made like a post, and it was like, I don't know, like I made a joke like the fucking royal honey dab pen brownie like tap in who won, and like they were like they thought I was a plug, and then then they like took and then I tried to post the like screenshot of that they took it down, but then it still saw the time of like the like this is the post that we removed, and then they took it down again, and they were like, yeah, dude, like you can't go live, like you were not promoting your shit, like I basically got like the bad behavior.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so it's funny. I usually they wear off every like year or two. So I have like pretty consistently about like two strikes and then I'll end up getting another one like right as one will wear off. So I won't really get
Like,
in that much trouble. But like sometimes I'll forget like fuck, like I really can't make jokes like this on Instagram.
yeah, it's Instagram's crazy. Like they'll get you for almost everything.
Yeah, no, but like people can be like so mean and like bully you and be so cruel. And Instagram's like, Yeah, like literally, I don't know. There was some like crazy person in my comments on my tattoo account like saying this shit, and they were like, "We don't see anything wrong with this comment," and it was like really cruel, like really cruel. And I was like, "Okay, that's fine," but the second I say bomb, God
Yeah,
forbid.
I know. It's wild. I feel like it's yeah. I agree. There's been times where I've seen people get bullied and like they report it and nothing happens. But then you put like the word fuck and it's like, oh, you sure you want to put that? Because people have been banned for similar words. And I'm like,
That happens to me
yeah,
all the time.
yeah, it's so annoying. And I'm like, how are you gonna be complaining about the F word, but then this guy is like, bullying the hell out of somebody and he's not getting anything. Like,
Yeah, it's like a 40-year-old man like bullying like a 12-year-old, and they're like, "We don't see the problem with this." Like,
right. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know.
I
Instagram's cool and all, but it's got its flaws for sure.
yeah, no, I bet like as soon as I end this live, Instagram's gonna be like, "Yep," and we deleted your account. We heard you on that live. They're gonna be like, "We're done with your ass."
We're done. We're done. Go do cartwheels somewhere else.
Yeah, no, literally.
That's wild. I've heard people's Instagrams are just getting like deleted, and it's like my biggest fear.
That's so scary. One time I
Like,
like got locked out of my Instagram for like a month and a half, and I was like, "Damn, like this really sucks." And it was like I want to say like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point. And I was like, damn, like low key, like my following on there, like now I have to move them all over. And then like a
yeah,
month later, I tried to get back in, and they're like, oh, welcome back. And I was
thank God.
like, I literally had to be like, never mind, guys, come back. I'm back over here. You don't have.
False alarm. False alarm.
Well, yeah, literally. All because I was trying to log into Instagram on my college campus because I was really bored in my class. And my professor
Oh,
was being so boring, and I was like, "All right, it's time to scroll. Like this shit's." And then I kept getting the password wrong, and then I fucked up the reset password, and they're like, "Up, you're logged out of Instagram forever." And I was like,
it's crazy, right? Like, what? Just a couple attempts and that's it. Like, there's no like backup way to get it. Like, prove yourself.
"I don't know."
Yeah,
I
it's.
resent them my ID. I was like, "Hi guys," and they were
Did
like,
you really? And did
"Yes."
did that help?
No, they didn't even get to look at it.
They're like,
God.
this girl's AI, man.
Yeah, no, literally, it's okay.
It happens.
We're back. We're back.
We're back.
Oh my gosh,
Um.
did I show you my Whitechapel elbow tattoo? It's healing, and
Oh
it's
shit.
healing really
Yeah.
bad. Yeah,
How'd that
it's
feel?
what?
How'd that feel?
Pretty bad. Not as bad as my sternum, like right here, but
Oh yeah.
still like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how many tattoos are you like pretty covered?
Yeah.
You know when like you're at like the end of a tattoo and it like feels like that scraping and like stinging really bad and like you can feel
Mm-hmm.
that whole body part is kind of shaking. That's what it
Yeah.
felt like the whole time. And granted, it wasn't that long. Like it was like an hour or so, and I really
Right.
only got up once to take a sip of my Diet Coke. But like, I was like, damn. Like I have a little like squeezy foam toy.
Oh, do you? You bring it? You just kind of
Yeah, I have it with me all the time also because my clients usually use it. Like I did a tattoo on somebody's shoulder today and she was dying and I was like, "Here, wait, you can use my little squeezy guy."
my little
And
squeezy.
yeah, it was appreciated.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, the elbow. Like I have just like blood on here, and that was like I don't remember it being too bad.
Like I don't know, like it's not like the worst tattoo pain ever, but it's still like I don't know, like the last two tattoos I got were like my forearm, like the Chelsea Grin one, and then the Suicide Silence one, and like the last one I got before that even was like a while ago, like
Right.
like I hadn't so I hadn't gotten like a really like hard hitting piece in a while,
Right.
like, and then I was like, oh yep, this I forgot this is what it feels like when it's anywhere but your arms or your legs.
Oh, I hate doing my legs.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're it's like over the like I have my whole like from my knee to my ankle on my right foot blacked out.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sure that hurt though, really bad.
So bad, unbelievable. Like my
I feel for you.
the worst like out of all my tattoos, that was the worst one, and it was four different sessions too, which was like insane. But yeah, I would never do it again.
I don't know that I could do a blackout on somebody. Like I would feel bad like putting them through that. I'd feel like because I know like just the giant mag like over and over and over again to like make it that solid black fill. Like hell, like it already sucks enough getting a solid black fill on something any bigger than like you know. So
Right.
like yeah,
Yeah. And then when
I
you
don't
go to
know.
Shinbone too, the Shinbone was like
Yeah, goodbye.
too much. Too much. That was insane. Yeah, I don't miss it. I'm glad it's over and done with.
Yeah, no, I can mostly like I can sleep through a lot of my tattoos or like I can kind of like really like relax through a lot of them, but that one I was like, "Oh, and I'm awake now." I don't
The
know.
elbow?
Yeah, the elbow like versus like
Yeah.
my arms or like I have both my thighs done. I don't know. How many tattoos do I have at this point? 18, I think, which is a lot considering I'm 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think most of them were like pretty easy. And my wrist actually, this one hurt a little bit. I have like it's not even that big at all, but it's like around my wrist, like
Oh
it's
yeah.
like
Okay.
stitches. That
Yeah.
was a little rough. But other than yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then the inside of my arm right here. That
Oh yeah.
was rough. But also the
Yeah.
guy was like honestly, the guy was like digging into my arm really bad and it like blew out too. Like, I've tattooed the inside, like this part of the arm on people. Like, you have to be really careful. It's a really sensitive area. And
Yeah.
granted, like, this was a tattoo like long before I started tattooing. So I didn't know any better. I was just like, fuck. Oh, and then I also got COVID 2 days after. So he had like,
Yeah. That's a that's a bummer. COVID will do that.
yeah.
It's I hate the healing process too. It's like especially for like a big piece. It's just it depends where it is, but it's like such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, my elbow's so fucking itchy right now. The whole day I was
Oh,
like fighting. I was
I know.
like,
I know. I don't. I haven't been tattooed in a while, but my last one was my neck here.
ooh, how was that?
Um, it was bad, but up here, like, it goes up to my. It's an anglerfish,
Okay, yeah.
and his tail goes like up past like up my head here, and
Okay.
that was bad.
I can
Like that,
imagine.
and I'm like, damn, people have like their whole head done, and I'm like, how the fuck do they do that?
I don't know. Franzilla has his whole head. Like
Yeah,
I saw he like did an interview with Incarceration Fest, and he was talking about like he went bald so he could get his head tattooed. I can't even imagine. My scalp is like so sensitive as it is.
that's what I'm saying. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much for me.
It's way too much. But yeah, I don't want to keep you anymore. That was
You're
pretty.
good.
So the last question was going to be, what's your favorite Taco Bell menu item?
That's a good one. Okay, wait. I need to think. Okay,
What?
I like right now. I'm on what is it like the Cantina chicken thing they have. I like
Oh
the
yeah.
bowl.
Okay.
But I'll customize the fuck out of it. No rice. Take that shit out of there. Extra
Interesting.
onions, extra jalapenos, fiesta strips,
Poof,
extra
yeah.
guac, and then like a ton of hot sauce. And then just like mix it up and it's just like so
So good.
good. That and again, sumi. I like the potatoes, like the crispy potatoes with the nacho cheese, the little side.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that too. Yeah, and like, I like the diet Baja Blast. Yeah, and I think that's my Taco Bell order most of the time. I mean, obviously, like Doritos Locos Tacos, fan
Yeah.
favorite for sure. Um, I don't know. Sometimes I'll order like the cheesy roll up, and then I'll just put a bunch of shit in it. Like I like having vegetables in my stuff, so fresco style or whatever. But nah, I like
Right.
low key. I can never go to Taco Bell like in person and talk to them. I'd feel way too bad. Like whenever I'm like I don't know. Sometimes my boyfriend and I'll like DoorDash, and I'll have his phone for like 3 minutes, just like adding like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been there 100%. Yeah. It's the menu in Taco Bell in Canada is different than in America.
Is it? Did you guys get the like chicken nuggets over there?
No.
We have
But
them here.
we have we have fry supremes, and
What's
it's
that?
fries with the meat, sour cream, chives, tomatoes, cheese, and it's like in a container, and it's all like put together, and it's really good.
That sounds good. We have like the loaded fries, but not that.
The loaded fries are so good. The little seasoning on them,
Mm-hmm.
delicious. But yeah, no, you guys are missing. You guys have a. I think the U.S. has better taco selection.
Yeah, we've got a lot over here, quite a bit.
Because
I don't
like
know.
you
Did you
guys
guys get the
have
Cantina chicken menu over there?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we did. But you guys like usually America gets it first. Like we just got the those fries, whatever we were just talking about.
Oh, the
The loaded
nacho
fries.
fries? Or
Yeah, like they're like reddish. You know what I mean? Like the seasoning on them.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You dip it in the cheese.
Yeah.
We like just got those like a month ago.
Okay, that's fair. That's
But
that's fair. Yeah, I
but
don't.
yeah,
Did you guys get the gelato where you had to download the Taco Bell app to get the Baja
no,
Blast gelato? Yeah, they
no.
had it like very briefly, and I really wanted to try it, so I made my friend drive me, and we did a review, and I sped it up into two times speed and posted it, and you could not tell a single thing we were saying, just like a, and like it was really funny.
Did you tag Taco Bell in it at least?
Hmm?
Did you post it and tag Taco Bell?
No, I didn't.
You should
It,
have.
it, it went to my close friend's story, unfortunately. But yeah, no, we had the gelato. It was good. It was not the best thing I've ever tasted, but for Taco
Is it
Bell, it was
Baja
good.
Blast flavor?
Yeah, it was.
See, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, it's a hot take, but I'm not even a huge Baja Blast fan.
You know what? That's fair. I'm not a huge Baja Blast person. One of my good friends, Nikki D, he's a local booker, Alden Booking Company. Like he's just like loves Baja Blast like so much. Like and it's really funny because he's integrated it into almost like every single part of his life. Like and he has a multitude of clothing items with Baja Blast on it.
What?
And it's always really funny. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a Diet Coke girl for life. I can never betray. I mean, I like Baja Blast. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the same.
You Diet Coke, interesting.
Yes, it's like a fridge cigarette. It's so awesome.
I've never heard that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it, especially as somebody who's been addicted to nicotine and then quit and then been addicted and then quit over the course of like, I don't know, 7 or so years now. I love me a cold Diet Coke. Works every time.
Really, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
I would never guess. I'm not really a pop guy. I'm more like an iced tea or lemonade.
I like lemonade. Oh, do you guys have Chick-fil-A lemonade is where my heart is at.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever had at Chick-fil-A, but Wendy's. I don't know if it has in the States, but Wendy's has a really good strawberry lemonade.
Yeah, they do actually. I just
So
got it
good.
the other day while we
Did
were
you?
at Torn Open practice and I dropped it and it cracked. Um,
That's a bummer. That just happened to me. Okay, I bought a $12 bottle of hot sauce at this farmer's market,
right.
and I when I got home, I took my bag out of my car, and it slipped out, and it landed on the curb, and it shattered.
No.
And yeah, and it just you just reminded me of it when you said you dropped your drink. I was like, I didn't even get to use my sauce, and it was expensive.
I'm so sorry. That sucks
Yeah,
so bad. There's actually a hot sauce company around here. I forget the exact name. I know they ship and they do a bunch of like death metal band themed hot sauces. Like they have a
yeah.
skinless one. My boyfriend bought it. It's really good. And they have a few other bands. I think like Internal Bleeding and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
They have the themed hot sauces. They're really good. They're really really good.
Maybe send me that. I'll check it out.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely I'll have to ask Taylor when he gets here, but I will ask and I will let you know.
Yeah, cool. I love hot sauce, so I
Me
even have
too.
hot
Oh,
sauce
that's
bottle.
so awesome. That I like hot sauce. I'm like a buffalo person though. Like I
Okay,
put
yeah.
I put obscene amounts of buffalo sauce on damn near everything I eat. And like I don't know, my friends always look at me and be like what's the point? Like yeah, buffalo sauce with a side of food, pal. And I'm like, "Hey."
Yeah, it's the same here. People are like, "Why are you ruining your meal with all that hot sauce?"
It's not ruined.
And I'm like, "It's
Nobody
making it
gets it.
better." Nobody gets it. No, it's true. Nobody gets it. It's so true. I'm like, they're watching me like shake it on, just like for like 5 minutes, and they're like, "Do you want some food with that sauce?" And I'm like, "No, man, I'm good."
I
But
feel you.
yeah, I love the Diablo sauce from Taco Bell. Actually, is pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Not
I
that
like
hot,
I
but it's
like the
good.
hot one. I don't know why. The Diablo's good, but I don't know flavor wise. I like the intensity, but I think flavor wise, like the hot one is usually
Oh,
the
like the
best.
fire sauce?
Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
Diablo, fire, hot, mild. I think hot and fire are like the good balance between like,
Okay. Yeah.
because when you get to the Diablo, like it's not even that spicy.
No.
It just like you can't really taste that much. I like the balance in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. The fire sauce is pretty good. I used to be all over that, and then the Diablo came out, and I kind of just upgraded myself. But yeah,
There you go.
um, but yeah, that's everything. I think I don't want to keep you too much longer, and
It's okay. I'm not up
um,
to much.
you know, and now that we're talking about Taco Bell, I'm probably gonna go after this.
You know what? So true, as you should.
You ever try the grilled the cheese burrito where they put cheese and jalapenos on the top of it and melt it on top of the burrito?
I've never heard of such a delicacy.
Yeah, it's amazing. I first had it in America, and then they finally have it here in Canada. But it's yeah, they don't normally put jalapenos, but you have to request it, and they'll melt the cheese over the jalapenos on top of the burrito. And it's like a big burrito too. It's not like the littler ones.
Right.
It's like an $8 burrito, but
Oh,
it's delicious. The sauce on it's like phenomenal.
that's so nice. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, maybe do a sped up times two review on it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'll let you go. I
Thank
do
you for having me.
appreciate this. This was fun. I'll let you know when it hits the YouTube. I don't know when it will. My artist knows how to like rip it from Instagram. I have no idea how to do it, so he'll do it
Mhm.
and upload it. But I'll let you know, and then we can share it around. And then yeah, the second press CD should be in. I approved the art last week, so they should be in probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks tops.
Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then those will be cool. I like the blue tint. I think it's kind of fun.
Me too.
And then the special edition, and then the reversible cover. I think it's a fun little extra. And I almost feel like we should have did a little more. I almost was gonna message you and be like, should we add another like 30?
You think? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they sell over here, and then if anything, we'll have another EP soon. So it's like
That's true. Yeah, and if you guys want to do CDs for that, I'm more than happy to.
I'm sure we probably will.
Yeah, cool. All right, Sophia, it was a pleasure, and
Yeah, this was so fun. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to
you're,
everybody who watched, who stick around as well.
yeah, awesome. Okay, have a good night.
Good night.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.